Speaking of boxing, let's get back to the GOAT fight of all of it is Gervonta Davis and Lomachenko.
Oh my God!
I hope it sounds like it's done. I don't know. There's
it's done.
There's no bigger fight than that.
Well,
Lomachenko smoked Devin Haney.
Yes,
I mean, he destroyed him. That was a bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
He owned him from start to finish.
And then I think Gervonta Davis has got to get through. Frank, is it the guy he's about to fight next?
Is that?
Yeah, Gervonta Davis has a fight that's scheduled. He's got to get through this guy. If he gets through that guy, they make that fight. Gervonta Davis versus Lomachenko. Wow, it's
craziest fight ever.
I don't understand.
Lomachenko came to the U.S., I feel like, a little too late, or else this guy would have been probably the most dominant boxer ever. Because he came here at like 26, 27, I think, because he already had like 400 amateur fights or 400 fights. Then he came over here,
Does he look like he's slowing down? I don't really
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but I think he mentioned in his last fight, he goes, I'm taking it fight by fight. I am older. Yeah. And, he's been going through weight cuts because he went up to fight Timothy Lopez and he lost that fight because of power. And Timothy was also athletic as fuck too. Yeah. And you can see the power difference. And I think he went back down and he's been going back and forth. But that fight, I agree with you, Luke. Like, that's the fucking fight they make.
Yo, for you too, because you always talk about boxers, and it seems like you love boxing as well. What is it about Lomachenko's style, like that, like dancing, swift movement, like his footwork? It seems crazy to me how he just runs around the body like that.
I've never been a fan of switching stances, but there's no one who does it better than Lomachenko because you create a weakness on one side. Your defense or your offense is like you can only create so much, but he transitions back and forth like seamlessly. And it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Yeah, him and Usyk do a very good job. Usyk is southpaw,
that
bouncing, and he'll go back and forth, but not like Lomachenko. Like that's probably the closest I would say that I've seen somebody do it in boxing, go back and forth. Is Usyk.
Usyk's like step back, step forward, step back. What do you call that? What kind of bouncing technique or what is that in boxing? Because I feel like he does it very unique. So does Bivol.
He just moves back and forth. There's great movement, I think. He's just here moving. Yeah. He's always staying busy. Like when he fought Anthony Joshua the first time and the second time, I think for a heavyweight, because Usyk went up in weight to fight the heavyweights. And so I think he has a cardio advantage and he's also not put on that weight. So he moves a lot more. And those guys just aren't used to that. Yeah. And even Anthony Joshua, after the second fight, he was like, what the fuck? He was like, how are you beating me? And Usyk's like, you're strong. He goes, I am fucking strong, but I didn't know how to box. How are you boxing? And so I think, piggybacking off Luke said, like the way that Lomachenko moves from southpaw to orthodox and dance around the body is absolutely amazing.
You think Usyk gonna take?
I think so. I think so.
Really?
This weekend. Yep. That's why I got.
Usyk's gonna beat Fury.
I think Usyk's gonna beat Fury. Yeah, I think his movement, his distance control, and his going around the arc and just doing that constantly, I think he's gonna.
Have you seen Fury lately?
He looks great.
He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he did.
He don't got the muffin top right now.
My son, when my son saw Tyson Fury fight Francis, he goes, "Why does that guy look like a big bag of milk?"
Which kid?
Tired. I was like, that's peak male performance right there. He goes, no, it's not that. He goes, that's a bag of milk. I was like, well,
that is so
he
crazy.
looked bad.
If I ever saw him in a gym, like, and I didn't know him, I'd be like, oh, there's no way this guy's a world champion and one of the best ever. He does not look athletic at all.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. But you're right. Like you said that too last fight. You said, bro, what is up with this? And then now you see him a lot more probably in tuned or.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing was up his fucking dad. His dad's always like showing his ass off and he's not even fighting. He's headbutting motherfuckers.
Even Devin Haney's dad too. Like, you guys need to take a back seat.
Who did he headbutt the other day? He had a gash coming down his forehead.
It's somebody from Music Team, right?
Yeah, it was somebody from Music Team.
Would you fire your dad if he did some shit like that?
I'll be pissed as fuck at him. I'm like, Dad, what you doing? Calm the fuck down.
But would you fire him?
I probably would fire him. I was like, Dad, obviously I love you. This isn't the place for you to be because you can't act right.
Has your dad stepped into your promotions or what?
Fuck no, he hasn't.
I think there's a problem when your dad has to step in your promotion.
But he does it every fight. He sells the fight more than Tyson Fury.
Exactly.
He's like in charge of selling fights.
Is it his manager?
I don't know about Tyson, but his son, like, what's the
Tommy?
Tommy couldn't sell for shit, so he stepped in and took it over.
He was like, you know what, Dad? The numbers look really good. He goes, hey, Dad, why don't you do it for me? How'd you get in there and just fucking headbutt somebody a couple times? I saw that. I'm like, what is like? I always see that. And I'm like, you guys are grown fucking man. You ain't fighting. Like, let your son do the fighting. And then when it's like, hey, I'm sorry about that, sir.
Yeah,
hey,
quit trying to bump my mic.
Hey, how's your son looking? I'm like, hey, my son's looking great. He's in great shape. He's gonna be pop. He's gonna be fast. That's all you gotta say. You're gonna, Tyson's gonna. It's just calm the fuck down.
He get real personal.
He does.
Yeah.